The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, go Cowboys!
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now your hosts, Barry Church, Danny McCray, and Newy Scruggs.
Here we are, everybody. Players Lounge coming at you on Tuesday, August 23rd. The month is flying by.
Man, it's rolling.
I just remember being out in California earlier this month.
Working so hard,
man.
Hey,
Over
man.
by the beach, just
Fighting that cool breeze and those hot temperatures on the tennis court.
that good food you was eating that you was telling us about too.
Hey man, I want to detox now. I want to detox now, but seriously, I did do that. I said, you know what, man, I gotta stop doing what I'm doing. And once I got home, I was eating all that green chili stew up in Colorado. So been on an ID Life detox. I'm in week number 2 now.
okay. All right.
Yeah, man.
What type of detox?
It's a full body detox, man. They're flushing the liver, the kidney, man. I'm
Getting right.
I drink a lot of water, man. That's why you see me running.
Filling them up.
You like commercial break?
I'll be back.
Exactly. I will be there. All right, I'm Newy Scruggs. Players Lounge. He's Barry Church.
Yes, sir.
The Toledo Rocket, the Hall of Fame Toledo Rocket. About to do some big-time interviews with Brad Sham later on today.
I got a little something with Sham that does a little afternoon with Sirius XM, little McCarthy, a couple other players. So, got any questions?
NFL radio?
Yeah. So, if you got any questions,
Oh, you want me to tell you what questions
I'm
to
just
ask?
saying. Whatever you want me to ask. I'm going to ask them.
All right.
I'm going to be up there.
Let me think of something real good.
Think of something. Right? Don't get me punched or nothing like that. Don't get me.
A good reporter does that. You go, hey, if you could ask, what would you ask? I'll give you one. This is a good one.
Okay. It's all. Let me get my pad out.
The last Dallas Cowboys head coach to lead the team to consecutive playoff appearances was Chan Gailey in 1998 and 1999. How do you get this team back to the playoffs?
There it is. See, that's off the top of the dome, too. That's off the top of the dome.
And here's another one, because I was on ESPN with Max Kellerman and Keyshawn Johnson. They were talking about the Cowboys. I said, look, they're like, they're going to win the division. I said, the Cowboys have the first place schedule. That's one reason why we've had so many different NFC East winners is, okay, now, hey, your first place schedule is giving you Tampa Bay. Week number 1. It's giving you Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers coming off that bye week. It's also giving you the Rams, a game down there in Los Angeles. So how does this team adjust to now having to play that type of schedule? Because we have seen it trip teams up. Tripped up Washington last year, for instance. So that to me is another thing I would ask.
Why is it only tripping us up, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, are any of those teams that you just named saying, man, we got the first place schedule. We got those Cowboys coming, right? But on the opposite side, we look at it and say, all right, we got to play all these first place teams. Do you think we had that same respect from other squads when they, all right, we playing the first place record, first place whatever schedule, and this is what we got on the schedule. We got Tampa Bay, we got Green Bay, and then we got Dallas.
I think and this is just my opinion from covering this team for so long. The Cowboys just bring a whole different element. It's the Cowboys. It's you going on Survivor. You know, at the end, throwing the Cowboys. People know the Cowboys,
But I mean, from a coaching perspective, from a team, like, hey man, we respect. If we have when Tom Brady was playing for New England, and when you seen him on the schedule, you was like, oh, okay, all right,
You're right. You better get right.
Right? Like, do we garner that same type of respect from other teams around the league? It's not. We can't answer, but do you think so?
I don't know. I feel like teams are like, yeah, I can't wait to play. Like we play the Cowboys. Like they're not like, oh man, here we go. We gotta get ready for Dak and them boys. Like you said against Tom Brady, they're over there like, man, yeah, we got Brady this week. I'm not sure, so I'm not certain that the Cowboys garner that same type of level of.
I know when they did though. All right, when that old line was monstrous, and you had DeMarco Murray coming out of there. Then also when Zeke got there, it was teams. One, because I was on the opposite side of this. It's like, hey man, you better buckle your chin strap up, all right? Because these guys are coming in and they are going to try to impose their will on you. They're gonna run power left, power right, counter left, counter right, and they're gonna see if you can take that punishment for the entire game.
I was like 14 to what? 17? Like 14 to 17.
Well, I would say even last year, people were talking about the Cowboys in the sense of, hey, look, this is a contending team. And so I think it's there. I remember, and it was interesting going to Colorado for the joint practice. The last time I was there for a game, it was Dez's last season. And that was when Aqib Talib picked off Dak for a touchdown.
Took it back. Yeah.
Right, took it back there. It wasn't a good game for the Cowboys. But so I'm listening to the radio the next day driving to the airport. Mark Schlereth, the former Bronco guard, Super Bowl champion, he was doing a radio show, and they were so excited about having beaten the Cowboys. Hey, that's a good team over there. People were talking about them as a Super Bowl contender. You know, we got them good. And Trevor Siemian threw 3 touchdown passes. So they were sitting here judging the Cowboys and thinking they were on their way to a really good season. They weren't.
They weren't. Yeah,
they weren't. Neither team was. So I do think they are still, because it's the Cowboys and the marketing and everything goes behind it, that, you know what, you're not going to sit around here and look. They're not Washington. Okay, you know, they're not the Giants on the schedule. It's the Cowboys. They have good players. Yeah. And depending on your stadium situation, you may need to use some silent counts in your own spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
The Rams had to do that in the playoffs. So Skippy Pete, who's back here with the Cowboys at that time when they played in the old L.A. Coliseum right before they built SoFi for that playoff game, which the Rams ran all over the Cowboys, Skippy told Sean McVay, the coach, he said, hey, man, we're going to need to work on some silent count here. McVay's like, stop. This is our house. This is our playoff game. What are you talking about? Skip's like,
they travel. Them Cowboys fans travel.
Look, Cowboys, man, they're going to bring some fans out here. Second half, halftime. You know what McVay said to Skippy? Damn it, you were right.
Damn it, DW.
Who sold him all these tickets? McVay was like, so to answer your question, I do think the Cowboys coaching staff, you're taking them serious because there are talented football players here. You've got Micah Parsons. You got a healthy Tank Lawrence. You got Trayvon Diggs. If Zeke is as healthy as he's looked at camp, and if Dak Prescott is hitting, you know, this is going. It could be a tough 60 minutes for you.
It can be.
It could be a tough 60 minutes for you.
If we focus on running the ball,
that's the thing.
Defenses should
Are we
be
going to
nervous.
stick to that run game, that run formula? Because it was worked out in the past.
I know.
It's just
so our best years have all been when you could predicate your passing game off the success of your running game. All right, we successful. All right, Cole Beasley gonna get up in the middle because they're not sure if we're going for a deep pass or short because it's 3rd and 3 instead of 3rd and 8.
By the way, Danny McCray.
Oh yeah.
Undrafted free agent safety.
Reality superstar.
Superstar. Son, superstar.
I'm talking about superstar.
If you wanted to say hi to your peoples, you want to say hi to your peoples for a very low price, Danny can say that. You know, happy birthday.
Whatever you need.
Get your workout. It'll be like The Rock. Wake up.
You're right. You can't find me on Cameo. I will do that for you.
Hey, and yesterday's prices or not today's prices. All right?
You also are correct. Boy, you good. Boy, you gonna have good interviews today. You have good interviews today, man.
As they said, draft day, we don't live in the same world we did 24 hours ago. So okay, that's good stuff there. All right, lots to get to. Okay, Friday preseason game, Seahawks. You guys are former undrafted free agents. What is this week like for an undrafted player trying to make this football team and a team where there are a lot of deep positions around here?
Well, sure. I mean, I was the only one out of us two to play in the last preseason game, so I know about the nerves coming into that last preseason game. And if you're on the line, if you're on that toe, like you might make the roster, you might not. This is a huge game for you. You got to go out there and you got to make sure. The most important thing is, and Danny, you can attest to this. You gotta make sure you're hitting all your cylinders on special teams. I understand, you're gonna make mistakes out there on defense or on the offensive side of the football, but if you're on that bubble line, the way that you're gonna make the team is through special teams. So you gotta make sure you go out there and do your best to just make Coach Fossil notice you. One thing, whether it was a good block, whether you ran down there, made a good tackle, or just made a spectacular play on special teams, get Fossil to notice you, and maybe that'll be the difference between being left on the practice squad or being cut all in general or making a roster. So it's huge to get your special teams
You're
done.
right. You need Coach Fossil to stand on the table for you when they have their coaches meeting and they're going over your pros and cons and why they should keep you and why they shouldn't. And he's the deciding factor, and he's standing up on the table saying, we need this guy. Yeah. He's a core special teams guy. I need him on my special teams unit. Then that can help you. And the only way you can get that done is if you go into it knowing that in this final preseason game. All right.
How much does it potentially hurt guys? Because there's one less preseason game. It used to be 4. So I gave you 4 shots to get out there. Now you've only got 3.
Well, I think it depends on what team you're playing for, right? Now, like if you're playing for the Cowboys, who really don't play their starters that much in the preseason, then you should have a lot of opportunities to go out there and play, all right? So I imagine that the young guys are going to get a lot of playing time in this final preseason game, and they're going to have an opportunity to essentially be the ones, right? Yeah. Because what we know about the final preseason week is that the ones have moved on now to Tampa.
Yeah, they're starting.
Right?
They're starting ready
for Tampa, and then at the end of practice, the scout team is then going to run whatever Seattle runs, right? And that's going to be the guys who are going to play in the game. That's their opportunity to really experience what it's like to be a one in the NFL. It's all about them. So you have to make sure that you're on your P's and Q's because they're expecting you to go out there and play like a one.
Yeah, and it's going to be a long game because you're going to be doing special teams, you're going to be doing defense, offense, you're going to get all the snaps. So it's going to be a long game, so make sure you're nice and winded. Yeah, get your Wheaties going on. But when you talk about special teams, D-Mac, would you say there's about, like six or seven core special teamers? Like those are the core guys that are.
I think that number's dropped. I think it was at one point it was around 6 to 8, and I think now it's around probably somewhere around 5 to 6 guys.
Oh, so it's even it's even tighter situation.
Right. Well, when you have a guy like Turpin on your squad, right? Yeah. Right. And this is why we'll talk about it later. But they were like kind of compare like we haven't had a returner like this since Dion. And I was like, what about Dwayne Harris? Because if I had the opportunity to have a Dwayne Harris on my team or a Turpin, the one that can do the most, all right? Because
Harris was doing it all.
Don't you forget, the dude was playing receiver blocking.
Yeah.
He was blocking. He was blocking his butt off. Don't do that.
He was helping. He was helping DeMarco.
He was returning the ball, and I'm talking about he was doing it to really, he was one of the top guys in the league at the time. Mm-hmm. And then he was running down there on kickoff and punt and making tackles.
Yeah.
So.
Former East Carolina Pirate.
Yeah.
Yes. Players Lounge. Brought to you by.
Oh, don't say it.
Tostino!
Yeah, there we go, baby. We told y'all we'd get one. And we ended up getting
and
one.
And some dip. Give me some chips and some dip. I like mine spicy, baby. I like it spicy. They got some good spicy dip, too.
You Clarence Hill now.
Yeah. No.
Dip on your chip.
No, I'm not Clarence Hill. I'm not one of y'all.
No, he's a spicy guy.
He's a spicy. He like the herbs and spicy. I eat them.
I like spicy.
So we Clarence Hill.
Yeah, no, it was funny because they, in the media, a little media tent at training camp, sometimes the guys will, because they're working, one person will go out and get a little media run for certain guys. So Calvin Watkins of the Dallas Morning News and John Machota, the Athletic, decided to go to Popeyes. And Clarence stayed, and they were supposed to bring Clarence some food back. They brought Clarence the mild. They didn't get into Popeyes spicy. Oh, boy, he hit the roof.
What he biting to that thing? Man, what is this?
Now, when you open up the box,
you can see that. Yeah, you can see that little
red.
Now, I will give Clarence this. I mean, and I jumped on Calvin. Like, how long you guys been friends? Been rolling together all these places? You know this man likes spicy. You guys have been to Popeyes together too many times. How you not gonna bring the man spicy?
Man, but then I'm looking at the man. We ain't got you some food.
Yeah, I'd hey man, hey, let me go ahead and eat this.
This is what church knows. Okay, if he come to my house and I'm cooking, especially some crawfish, it's spicy. Okay, you get your napkin because your nose gonna be running.
I have worked with you two less than Calvin and Clarence have worked together. I know you don't like spicy. I know you do. If I'm going to go get some chicken, it is. So at some point in time, man, if we're supposed to be down and we're supposed to be partners.
Get the order right?
Thank you.
Out here basing their friendship off, hey, spicy or not.
Hey,
show me we friends without saying we friends.
What's my order?
What's my order?
That's how media people work, man. That's how media people work, man.
What is this?
What's my order right now?
I can't get jiggy with this.
He didn't bit into it like it was the worst thing ever. Spit it out.
The heck, I can't do this.
New even is my order.
He got everybody down.
Chris is mild.
He was bringing in all that Palmer's chicken. I know because I wasn't here when it was coming.
Good too.
Hey, bro, do you let anything go?
No, I don't.
Let it go.
Keeps all receipts.
No. I just wait. I feel
sorry for the people on them reality shows.
Oh yeah, hey man. That's why it's not that easy to get me up out of there. Because I ain't gonna say nothing to you. How about you?
They just watched the episode. So it was Danny that said it.
You thought you got me, didn't you?
They got us.
Because of you, I haven't been back to Palmer since. You keep talking about it.
You had your hat on the other day, though. I peeped that.
I did. It's a good hat, you know. It was for those days out there on the tennis court when it was hot. I had to go ahead and get some protection. All right, we have several topics we got to dive into. We will get into Cavante Turpin and his outstanding return day with the Chargers. The left guard spot, is it Tyler Smith's now? Should we start to project him as being the starter? Let's do that next with Danny McCray, Barry Church. I'm Newey Scruggs. This is the Players Lounge presented by Tostitos. Bring me my bag.
All we need is a crunch.
Bring me my bag. Right here on DallasCowboys.com radio.
I'm Jay Novacek, former tight end for the Dallas Cowboys. Back in the day, I was the guy who always got the tough yards, and that's why I run with John Deere today. In fact, I have a John Deere 3025E tractor that can handle any yard work I need to do, even the tough yards way out back. So if you have 1 acre or 1,000, John Deere has the equipment that's just right for you. Visit a John Deere dealer today and run with us. We are the official tractor provider of your Dallas Cowboys.
Essilor is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys, helping fans see more and do more with our best vision solutions. Our lens technologies reveal a world more beautiful than you can imagine. For a limited time, get the Essilor Next Gen offer. When you buy the latest generation of Transitions lenses with select Essilor lenses, you can choose a second pair of clear lenses for free with qualifying frame purchases. Restrictions apply. Find a participating eye care professional by visiting EssilorUSA.com. Essilor. See more, do more.
Want to use what the pros use? How about the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black? Right now you can get the Jack Black Starter, a curated collection of Cowboys locker room favorites for just $10 with free shipping. The starter includes 4 Jack Black skincare favorites plus a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Go to getjackblack.com/Cowboys and use the code word TEAMJB. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys. The Jack Black Starter, $10, free shipping.
Your new apartment's big. Such a great deal.
It's okay.
Just okay? What's not to...
Right above the subway!
Well, I bet you don't even notice it after the...
That's my neighbor, Angus.
A deal that's just okay is not okay. Get a great deal with America's Best Network. Come into an AT&T store to find out how to get one of our popular smartphones for $0 down, based on GWS One score September 2019.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Join Dallas Cowboys United, presented by Globe Life, to gain access to exclusive perks at Dallas Cowboys Training Camp at the Star in Frisco. Get early entry, VIP access, and more. Membership start at just $20. Visit DallasCowboys.com/United to join today. Players Lounge, Barry Church, Danny McCray, Newey Scruggs, brought to you by Tostitos.
Yes, indeed.
Tostitos. When I make my amazing smoked queso, that's my dip right there. That's my chip. Go with my dip.
Is it
self-proclaimed?
Self-proclaimed amazing, or you had other people review the taste on this?
No, it's legit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what?
Go ahead, I'll taste some of that. Come on.
I don't do this often, but I could sell this.
I thought you were about to say you're going to bring us some.
That's what I thought. Thursday, get a little pot.
He was like, let me see your wallet. I don't do this often, but I'll sell it to you.
No,
those are Spanky's booze.
They had nothing to do with us.
I didn't say I was going to say. I just saying that. I'm making it. Now, as far as making it, one day, man, I'm back in school, man. I'm studying law cases and
you going back to Europe?
And I'm done, man. I'm done with that. So there you go.
So after that, we got no smoked queso out of this church.
I was hoping we don't get them.
Nowhere in there did he say, I'm bringing y'all some smoked queso. But it's okay, man. We still love you, bro. We still love you.
You know what, man? Call me the week. Let me get past this first week of graduate school, and I'll get with you, man.
Appreciate it.
Takes a minute. It takes a minute here. Cavante Turpin from TCU. First off, I know people when he ran the 2 touchdown back, they were like, "Oh, he's made the team." It's like, folks, if you were at camp, you saw he had already made the team.
He was already in that month
before they played a preseason game, because your best punt returner was CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb can't return punts anymore. You guys know how this works.
And Pollard ain't doing it either.
You needed a real return guy that found him, and you could tell right away, okay, he's legit. And I saw him play TCU now. I'll say this, and we've seen it too many times, all Oxnard. I wasn't worried about this. This young man could play. And looking at the road he got there, USL MVP, that fan controlling, this guy was ready for this opportunity. And every time you saw him out there, he was doing his job. And I was not surprised at all what happened in Los Angeles and what he did.
Man, the road traveled. I mean, they said that guy was playing football in Poland for a little bit. I mean, XFL, USFL. But to me, when I watch him back there, he seems like a natural catcher, the punts. Because that's not as easy as it looks. Like, if I went back there, I'd be bobbling that thing up and down, fumbling it all over the place. It just seems like he was extremely comfortable no matter what's going on. People flying by him, he's just shoot right in the breadbasket like it's nothing. So to see him go out there and take that kickoff back, that punt return back, I mean, I know it was huge for him, to finally get that opportunity in the NFL to show what he got, and he took full advantage of it.
I know this. He has to make the team, especially after you watch what he was able to do in the game. And this is why. Because as a person who's playing on special teams and you running down there on kickoff return and you setting up these blocks, giving it everything you got, right? Same thing with punt return. You running down there, you get in the position. The one thing you want to know is, do we have a returner back there who can really take use of what I'm doing? All right, you don't want a guy back there fair catching every time, or he's not going to go the right way. You want a guy who is experienced at this and knows how to really return those kicks. And now everybody on this team knows. All right, hey man, we need you to get out there on punt return. Oh, I got to get my block, because at any given time, this guy can actually score, and that's shining light on us as special teams players. This is how we get paid, right? This is how we make our mark on the game. So everybody on special teams is super excited to have this dude on the squad.
Don't leave to go get your Tostitos when the punt team come out there.
You might
on
miss
punt
something.
Return,
Huh?
right?
Don't do it.
You may miss something. You may miss something. Special young man in terms of, to me, having his incident and working through it. He got kicked out of TCU because he had to deal with the domestic violence incident. And you went through all of that to repair, to admit your faults and get back into the league. He's done those things. And he was not afraid to talk about his past.
That's huge.
Owned up to his mistakes, which is a little bit different than what we're seeing versus somebody who's playing up in Cleveland right now.
Yeah.
And granted, he's got a lot more folks he's got to deal with.
Yeah.
a lot of names.
Yeah.
But Turpin has taken advantage of his opportunity and signed a lot of autographs. I could see when he was out there, people wanted to, who knew who he was. Mm-hmm. So he got a lot of fans like him. He is 155.
Soaking wet?
He 155.
Can you see him
losing weight too? By the way.
Oh no, you can't. Don't do that.
But, I mean, come on. You guys been at camp practice. Yeah. You know how it go, man. When you're already a slight guy, now you're doing the practices and So he's talking about protein shakes and kind of what he was eating. Because I asked him about that. I'm like, damn, I wish I could be you. I hate you. I hate you, man.
He did the opposite of training camp. All right, that's why.
Exactly why. Can you guys see him? Having a, I'm not gonna say huge role, but like a
yes.
kind of a niche in the offense besides being a returner.
That was already happening out there.
He'll definitely be a gadget player.
Guy? Okay.
If he can't be a gadget player, then that's not good for him.
Well, that's how I knew he was making the team. That, and then Jerry said he liked him. I like that number 3. I like him.
You get that, or you in there then. It's over with.
And Clarence said, you mean Turpin, right? Number 2. Yes.
We need.
It's like number 3 is Brown.
He balling.
He like number 3 too. That's because the way he out there playing. But we need Turpin to be a gadget player, because the one way that guys like Turpin can be neutralized is kicking out of bounds, kicking through the back of the end zone, right? And what we don't want to do is have him only doing that, right? We want to be able to utilize his skill set in other ways outside of returning. So get him in some of those situations that we expected CeeDee Lamb to be in last year with jet sweeps or finding creative ways to get him the ball. And I think he's going to make a name for himself here on the Cowboys.
And hopefully, he strikes enough fear in opposing teams that they'll have to start angling them kicks away from him. I'm talking about punt. And you know how it goes. if you get the side of that foot, there goes a shank. There goes a shank left, shank right, and next thing you know, the field position for the Cowboys offense is outstanding. So hopefully he's a big threat when it comes to the return game. He can help with us overall.
Look, they especially right now we keep talking about that second wide receiver, so they're going to put him in some packages, and the beauty of what they've got going on right now is you kind of look at what the Cowboys, and this is where they don't get enough credit personnel wise. You pick up a Kevontae Turpin, you could put Turpin out here. And now he's in the package, and you've got Pollard, you've got Zeke, so you can put
some speed out there,
right? Change some things up a little bit. Your tight end Jake Ferguson. Now you can run out Schultz and Ferguson, two tight. They're starting to, and this is where Kellen Moore's got to earn his money. You're getting the ability to have some guys with different skill sets, so you can go out here and do more things. How do you use more of the talent you have? And there's some guys with different skill sets out there. So let's see what Kellen Moore is able to dial up. And even if the simply is, let's say you give Turpin the ball once and he breaks out and gets yourself a first down. And maybe the next time is handing it off to Zeke out of that same formation. I mean, you've got the ability to do some different things. When he played at TCU, and this is one where I don't know if I was an offensive coordinator or not, but I would think if I was.
You sound like one.
Yeah, look at you, breaking it down.
I said, look at him.
I called Gary Patterson. Hey, man, what were you guys doing over there with him that worked, and can he send us some tape? Take the concepts of what he did, what is it you do best, and figure out how can you plug it into what you're doing.
Yeah, you can.
It makes sense. It makes too much sense. So hopefully we get that done, especially how you said, predicate your run game and your passing game, because if you do get Turpin out there and you do some type of gadget play, now when the defense comes out, they have to check that play, and they also got to worry about Zeke, right? So can you run multiple plays out of the same formation, which I know Kellen can. I'm not saying he can't, but we hope to see it more.
If you want to double up CeeDee Lamb and you want to go ahead and stack this box, here's Turpin out here. If he only has one guy to miss, trouble.
He could be
trouble.
Out the gate. Was he in college TCU? Was he more like, I'm talking about downfield routes? Like, can he be one of those downfield receivers, or he was always kind of a smoke screen, bubble screen, jet sweep type dude?
He can do both.
He can do both.
He does, because once again, you line up out there, you get caught, man.
Don't get caught slipping.
So he could do different things. They did a nice job with the play. I'm just telling you, man. When to lose the player like that out there, football team, it hurt.
Yeah,
it hurt. So, and one of the better things about him, in my opinion, is that he has a good attitude. And you guys have been around enough football players who can come in there with a salty attitude. This is a kid who give me more. And he talked about, I want to prove to you that I can be a receiver. He said, I do the return thing. Wake up and sleep. I can do this. I want to do more. And to me, that starts to speak to the culture of what we're seeing Mike McCarthy want to bring here, which is guys who want to work, guys who want to do more, guys who want to be better. That's where you talk to Tyler Smith, man. Tyler Smith really wants to be good. He's got talent, but he also wants to be good and wants to work at what he's doing here. So you get the right kind of guys and the right kind of attitude, then you can start to do and live up to the kind of potential you think you have for your football team.
This is true. And then when you talk about Tyler Smith. Tyler, I'll get them all mixed up. He has a lot of, good vet influences to go by. You got Ty Smith on your left side. You got Zach Martin, Hall of Famer. I mean, Steele, he's young, but he can still learn a few things from Steele. So I have no doubt in my mind that Ty Smith is going to be out there. And he's going to be a heck of a ball player.
He's the starter, though.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
I think he'll be the starter. And, I'm going to continue to say this. Hey, man, don't get upset with Tyler Smith when he gets a couple penalties. All right? He's a rookie playing a new position, and he's historically had a lot of penalties. Yeah. He's going to continue to get better as he learns the game from the guard position and the different speed that he's playing at now in NFL. I have all the confidence in the guy. The only thing that worries me about it is what happens if you have to bump him out to left. All right, we want consistency is going to help Tyler Smith.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit another break here. When we come back, NFL 100 comes out. Let's talk about Dak Prescott's spot there. We'll talk about Diggs' spot and our bet with you, Mr. Church.
Hey, I'm telling you, man.
Let's just talk about this. There's two of them. Let's go into the first one.
It's a big week.
Involve the backup quarterbacks.
It's a big week.
Involve the backup quarterbacks. Get ready to get us our gas money, Church. Right here on the Players Lounge, presented by Tostitos on DallasCowboys.com radio.
Since 1865, Stetson hats are American-made with pride right here in Texas. And Stetson is proud to be on the field with America's team. Want to show your Texas and team pride too? You can. By purchasing your own Stetson, you can look just like how the flag guys do on field at every home game. Stetson hats, the official crown of all self-respecting Cowboys, and your favorite football team. Get yours today in the Stadium Pro Shop or at Stetson.com.
Your new apartment's big. Such a great deal.
It's okay.
Just okay? What's not to...
It's right above the subway!
Well, I bet you don't even notice it after the...
That's my neighbor, Angus.
A deal that's just okay is not okay. Get a great deal with America's Best Network. Come into an AT&T store to find out how to get one of our popular smartphones for $0 down. Based on GWS 1 score, September 2019.
Essilor is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys, helping fans see more and do more with our best vision solutions. Our lens technologies reveal a world more beautiful than you can imagine. For a limited time, get the Essilor Next Gen offer. When you buy the latest generation of Transitions lenses with select Essilor lenses, you can choose a second pair of clear lenses for free with qualifying frame purchases. Restrictions apply. Find a participating eye care professional by visiting EssilorUSA.com. Essilor. See more, do more.
So, you're shopping, and that's when you see it. Aisle 23. Dr. Pepper stacked from top to bottom as far as the eye can see. The phrase too good to be true comes to mind, yet there it is. A rich, delicious Dr. Pepper paradise. Wait, did that can of Dr. Pepper just open itself for you? They all are. As if to say, so nice to treat you. And even though it feels weird to talk to a can, you pick one up and say, it's so nice to be treated. Dr. Pepper, so nice to treat you.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Cowboy fans, come out and represent Cowboy Nation as ESPN's First Take, featuring Stephen A. Smith, Molly Kiram, and the playmaker, Michael Irvin. Films in front of a live audience at the Star in Frisco on Thursday, August 25th from 9 to 11 a.m. See Jerry Jones, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, and be ready with questions for Stephen A. Smith. For more information, visit the Star at Frisco.com. Players Lounge presented by Tostitos.
Yes, sir.
Barry Church, Danny McCray, Newey Scruggs. Oh, by the way, I buried the lead. Liam Hiralahu has been cut.
Yeah, that just happened.
Brett Maher is the lone kicker left for the Cowboys.
Welcome back, Brett.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When I thought they brought Brett, I'm like, all right, he gonna come in, a little competition, and Liam gonna walk away with it. But man, you have had to been missing some kicks now.
You needed to be at camp.
They was bad, bro.
You needed to be at camp, bro.
I didn't see him. I just kept hearing about it. Right, and then how many chances they were getting, and I guess it got to the point where it was like, we can't let both these dudes go at the same time when Maher comes and whoever, or maybe one of the other guys just wasn't good enough to beat him out at that time. But this kicking situation is getting more scary as the weeks go on, right? Like I said, you want to have confidence in your offensive line, and you want to have confidence in your ability to make kick, end the drive with the kick, right? And when you don't have trust in your kicker, you don't have confidence to go in there, like I said, at the 35-yard line and say, all right, I'm confident. And we're not going to go for it on 4th and 5. We're going to kick the ball.
Okay, so let me look up Cameron Dicker from the University of Texas. I don't know if he's still out there, but he was cut by the Rams. They were using him as a punter. That would be a player I would say, hey, maybe think about it. Because you first off, I'm not ready to just trust Maher.
No,
I'm not ready to just trust him. You need to have a list. Who's next? Trust requires 3 things: time, proof, and consistency. Brett Maher's got to give you that. Got to give you that.
It's just, you know how bad the situation had to be. We went back to, Brett Maher, who he wasn't the greatest kicker while he was here. It ain't like he was Dan Bailey or anything like that.
But he's better than the 2 they had.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, man, what type of situation were we in?
This is why guys are getting drafted in the 2nd round these days at kicker. This is why, because you're sitting there and you're watching a team like Baltimore, and you're watching Justin Tucker, you're watching a team like Cincinnati, you're watching these teams be able to be successful. One, because they have a really good kicker who allows them to game plan in different type of ways based on the situation. Us, they ain't got it. We don't have it.
Second most important player in the Bengals playoff run last year behind Joe Burrow was that kicker.
Oh, yeah, he was money. He was money. Was Maher the guy when, after he missed one of those kicks, he was like,
Chicago,
know what?
Chicago, yes, I was there.
It's not the end of the day.
Yes.
What? You got one job.
He had to go. I was at it. He got to go.
You got one job. Hey, you said that ain't the end of the world?
Now.
But he was right.
I'm back.
He was right.
I will say this because I wanted to go over and talk to him at training camp. I asked him, how are you better from the last time we saw you? And what did you do? He talked about mentally, things he went through, but he spoke about how, yes, from the time he left the Cowboys and went to the Saints and coming back, how he was a better kicker and seemed humbled and, looked forward to the opportunity. So he's here now. But look, it's not like when they signed Bones' guy, Legatron, and gave him a whole bunch of cash.
Hook 'em left.
So you weak. At this point in time, you're here. So Liam Hiralahu is gone, and it is what it is. I don't want time to run out here on you, Church.
What you talking about?
Because
talking about that bread y'all finna have to fork over?
Right here on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos. Church. And make sure I get the date right.
Yeah, make sure. Yeah, I see the notes.
August 19.
There it is. Write it down.
August 19. Church has 2 bets going. Okay, he's got 20 that Boss Man Fat's getting cut.
Which is, I'm not too confident. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't too confident about that one.
Go,
but it's still up. It's still up.
So and by the way, you must pay in $20 bills.
Man, hey, that wasn't part of nothing. That way you all get pennies.
First of all, they making fun of you for these light bets that you got.
I'm broke.
I'm just.
Hey, if y'all want some more money, hey, send me cash at me some more money.
Who you interviewing today? You ain't doing the. Yeah, all right.
Sure enough.
Yeah, well, you ain't got a lot of us to kick it now.
I mean, we got receipts of what you're doing out here, man.
They got a Cowboys golf club shirt hat on.
I'm just out here, man. I'm just out here maintaining.
Free shirt, free polo.
I'm just maintaining.
You got Cowboy draws on, don't you, man? I got team issue socks on, don't you, man?
all that. I'm just maintaining. That's all. Just maintaining.
The other one is you got 20 on Will Grier becoming the backup quarterback and Cooper Rush being demoted to number 3.
Yep. Yeah. That's it. That sounds about right.
It's going to be the easiest $40 out. Man.
Yeah, all right.
Will Grier looked nice.
He did. He looked good.
Against the Chargers.
He looked good.
And Will Grier may end up doing that. But it ain't going to happen. When the preseason ends, he'll be the number 3 guy. And I expect them to keep 3 quarterbacks. But Cooper Rush has the kind of equity that you, as a
how long
former
we talking
player,
about this Minnesota game, man? How long is that going? How long is that going to be?
As long as you let
in the
Double
bag
G
for him, man.
As long as you let Double G's, I almost beat Pittsburgh.
He should have, which was a better team than Minnesota. I mean,
Years ago.
I'm just saying, man. The guy, all right, he won the game. He won the Minnesota game.
He did.
I mean,
you said like that's a small thing.
Man, we acting like this.
Once
dude
again, Church,
had 3 in a row or something like that.
You have been here when we were 4-12 and Romo was out and we could not win a game. So let's not.
We went 4-12.
Romo came back. We beat Miami.
Matt Castle was in there slinging that thing, man. Hey,
to who? We beat.
Y'all not gonna
everybody.
Y'all not gonna do this.
I'm about to say like that. We beat Philly when Romo went out on a punt block.
We was already up 28-7.
No. We have a punt block. No, that's not why. All right.
We already won the game.
He went down. We got a punt block for a touchdown. We won the game. He came back against Miami. We won the game. That's 2 of the 4.
Still won 2 of them.
Did Matt Castle win a game?
Still won 2 of them. Somebody won them other 2 games. Somebody did.
Castle win a game.
He did. He did win a game. I don't know which one, but he won it.
You and these quarterbacks, man. You and these
gonna
quarterbacks,
see, man.
Bro.
We gonna see.
You and this quarterback decisions you make. You will never be a quarterback coach.
What bad decision was that was made?
You were wrong on Double G.
How was I wrong on Double G? He went out there and balled out.
Got cut.
He balled out. I mean, it happens. You know what I mean?
Cooper Rush took the job, just like we tried to tell you was going to happen. We tried to tell you.
I ain't listening to none of that.
A year later, you haven't learned it. You still going against Cooper Rush. What did he do to you?
He ain't do nothing.
What did he do to you, man?
He just ain't that guy. I mean, he just ain't that guy.
Is this a MAC thing? Is this Central Michigan? You
got something. He went to Central.
That's right. You got something to Chippewas, man.
Shout out to the MAC. Shout out to the MAC.
Did they give you that work back in the day, man?
No, come on, man. Come on, but this ain't Pembroke. All right? Come on, man. They ain't giving me no work. All right? They wasn't giving me no work.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Okay. I don't know. There's some bitterness going on right here, man.
Positive. Will Grier just gonna win the job. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
And just to be clear, this bet ends when the 53-man roster is cut down.
Tuesday.
I don't hear nothing in week 10 talking about, Will Grier took the job.
Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing.
Tuesday, this bet is over.
It's over with. It's a wrap.
Here's a question for Mike McCarthy. Who's your number 2 quarterback?
Oh, yeah, that's already on there. You know what I mean? That's already on there, man. I'm going to spice it up. He said, Will Greer's been playing amazing out there.
This is why NFL athletes can't bet. This is why Calvin really got in trouble, okay? That's why you can't bet. You can't do it. They're getting inside information. He can call church, hey, who's going to be the number 2?
NFL alumni.
Hey, Coach, you can keep 3 on the roster. Just make sure Will Greer's that number 2. They ain't going to have to play no
He's a good kid.
NFL
Top 100 comes out. Dak Prescott, number 44. Trayvon Diggs, number 23. Any issues, gentlemen?
I thought Dak would have been a little bit lower. 44. The man threw 37 TDs, got the Cowboys record for a single season. He led them to the playoffs. They had an early exit. It wasn't what we all wanted it to be, but I'm saying the man had a great season.
Oh, you talking about okay?
I'm saying he should be lower as far as closer to 1 than 48.
17
around that area. 44. That's I thought that was a little bit too high for him.
For Dak, okay.
I thought it was. Diggs, I think he's right where he needs to be. I thought that was a good ranking for Diggs.
I'll probably flop the 2. But I would have them both in like the top 25.
There you go. Yeah.
I think Dak better player than Trayvon Diggs, albeit he did have all the interceptions last season. Dak Prescott has consistently been a top quarterback in the league.
Yeah. I just don't even pay attention to NFL Top 100. The year nobody put Eli Manning on the list, and the guy goes out and beats Belichick and wins the Super Bowl. I'm like, okay, I'm done. This is they're asking the players, and
some of the players do be hating though. I think some of the players do be hating out there.
100%, man, 100%.
Some of them you just sat in them rooms for Pro Bowl voting.
So don't tell you this guy is going. Don't vote for it. This guy is going here. So I get it. It's just. I think he's better than that. He's better than 44, I think.
Dak better than 44 for sure. I now need to see the you start seeing the list, you be like, hold on, wait.
Hold on. Yeah, he did ball out. It's tough. It's tough.
Just the list you brought us the other day about the NFL duos, and you don't have
Jameis Winston and Michael Thomas.
They up there.
He hurt. He hurt already. Ain't even got to a first game. Preseason ain't over. Thomas is hurt. But to not have Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford at least number 2 in the league? Come on. What are we doing?
Unheard of.
What are we doing? Did the Super Bowl not matter? Did we not watch the game? After the halftime show, you're telling me you after Dr. Dre left, you stopped watching? This was a one-man show provided by Cooper Kupp after Odell Beckham Jr. went out, and the Bengals could not stop it.
Yeah, I will say this too. Cooper Kupp had a hell of a game. My man Odell was going for the Super Bowl MVP.
He was balling early. He was balling.
That man looked like he was on a mission. He looked with Odell being healthy. I'm telling you, he came out and he was ready. He was ready. They had a hell of a wide receiver quarter in the season.
Hey, look, if Odell is healthy and finishes a game, it's probably not. It's probably a blowout.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? Here it is. You were without you started the season, your 3 receivers you thought you had, 2 of them, Woods is out, Beckham Jr.'s out. It's down to Kupp. You can't run the football. I'm sorry, man. But what I saw that day, man, was just this was the equivalent with, okay, Jordan, go, win it. That kind of thing of this, it's on you. And remember, they had a whole bunch of penalty calls there at the end of the goal. They just trying to hold my man, and they were doing everything they could.
Anything they could to stop that man.
Didn't matter, man.
In the zone, man. Triple crown. It ain't. People like try to forget how difficult it is just to win one of those. Most catches, most yards. The man won all 3 of them. You got to give. As a matter of fact, I got like the number 5 pick in one of my drafts.
I'm looking at it.
I just happen to be 11. I don't know.
I'm looking at it.
I don't know.
Tell him that 11 is actually, you would rather be 11 or 12 than sitting in the middle. You get back-to-back picks, bro.
Rather be 1.
If you know what you're doing.
He didn't even join the call.
First of all.
When we revealed the draft picks.
First of all.
So didn't he want to complain about how it happened?
There was an issue that happened, and I had to take care of it.
That's fine, but don't blame it on us.
Yeah. Commissioner a cheater. You know who the commissioner is? That man right next to you.
Yeah.
Cheating mode.
He can't name one way I cheated.
He covers his tracks well.
You decided to return to the league, though.
Yeah, because I got to win that thing. I got to win that thing.
Okay.
And I haven't won once in the league, so I'm cheating. I ain't cheating well enough.
Cheating ain't time.
I'm going for my third title, so I'm.
You didn't win last year or the year before. You was giving.
It wasn't last year because it wasn't behind him. Remember?
Yeah. He lost both of them titles.
He took back in '99 when they were writing down the stats. He won.
The Players Lounge has been brought to you by Tostitos.
Ben Roethlisberger led me to the.
Thank you, Barry Church.
Castle went 1-6 with the Cowboys.
Let's go, Castle. Let's go, Castle.
So exactly. So in one game.
He won.
You know what game that was?
What?
Looked it up. Washington.
Let's go.
We won the game 19-16.
We were all struggling that year.
Bailey kicked 5 field goals in that game.
We were all struggling that year. All right, we was all struggling, but he won the game. Simple as that. He won the game. Let's go, Castle. Did he win the game or not? He won the game.
No, Dan Bailey just won. He just told you Dan Bailey scored 15 out of 19.
It's on the record. 1-6, Castle. W.
But they had like 3 50-yarders in the game.
15 out of 19. It was 19, right?
He won
It was
the
4
game.
field goals and a touchdown. And the touchdown was from McFadden, a 6-yard run.
Did he win the game or not? He won the game. All right. That's it.
His name was behind it. That's all.
There you go.
I want you to
that
take up
Castle
for Blake
jersey
Bortles
on,
like this, too.
All right.
Blake Bortles ain't win a damn game. All right. Hold on. Before we got Blake Bortles ain't win a damn game. All right.
We're back Thursday. We're back Thursday, okay? Let's do this on Thursday. You guys get on out there and go see Stephen A. Let me know how it is. I can't get up that early in the morning. I don't live up here, man. I live around this way, so I can't fight that traffic.
I'll be at work. I'll be at work anyway, so
okay,
I might poke my head out the window.
Shout out Stephen A. Dog team. He's got a great shtick going now. This is a great deal. This ain't nothing but entertainment.
That's
man.
it.
Ain't nothing but entertainment.
He's making money off the Cowboys now.
That's wild.
He does.
He does.
This is smart. Hey,
it's smart.
This is better than Skip's I hate LeBron. You know, get something that's good because the Cowboys keep giving him.
I'm about to say, but Jerry in it too now. Jerry's like, like he was the guy on our, was it the preseason? Was it the draft pick?
No, it was the schedule
release.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
So they both got to understand.
Now they didn't got this thing working.
You notice Mike McCarthy's not coming out there. So
I would do all that they be talking. I ain't going out there.
Barry Church, Danny McCray, Chris Beam, William Boykins, Jazzy, everybody who's helping put the Players Lounge on. And thank you to Tostitos, our new sponsor. We appreciate you. We'll talk to you Thursday. Hi, 1 o'clock? 1 o'clock, right?
1 o'clock.
Yep.
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Do it. 1 o'clock on Thursday right here on DallasCowboys.com radio.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?